Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Nightwave reset video for today, August 31st, 2025. Let's see what we have going on this week. So in the weekly objectives, as always, we've got the kill 500 enemies, complete 15 missions, and kill 30 Eximus units. These are here every week, and they are easy points, and I do advise that if you need the points, please make sure that you do these every week, because you cannot recover them as recoverable objectives in the future. Besides that, we've got Fallen Angel, defeat 5 Void Angels in the Zariman. You have to have completed the Angels of the Zariman quest and also completed the New War in order to be able to access this content. So if you're not that far ahead, please don't Google it because it'll give you spoilers. But if you are that far ahead, Void Angels, I would just recommend doing bounties, honestly, because you find a lot of these when you're like out doing bounties, and you can always use bounty materials. But I mean, if you don't want to do it as a bounty, you can just do regular missions and just search for the angels and activate them. But I do find that they are a little bit easier in bounty troops. Then we've got Elite Explorer, complete 8 Railjack missions. Now it doesn't say different, so if you have a specific mission that you want to do, you can just do 8 missions. They can all be the same, that's totally fine. If you, like me, don't have a lot of Railjack done because you're never on your Railjack, this would be a good week to be out doing so. Then we have Earth Miner, mine 3 rare gems or ore in the plains of Eidolon. For this, you have to have your mining tool equipped, and honestly, I mean, it doesn't matter if you do this at day or at night, but going in the caves, usually there's a lot of ore in the caves there, so I definitely recommend doing that. And then we've got Don't Fear the Reaper, complete 3 Kuva Siphon missions. So Kuva Siphons, that is in the alerts tab. You will find the 2 types of Kuva missions there. And the Kuva Siphons, for this mission, you do have to use your operator or your drifter to shoot the Kuva clouds. They do look very dark. I have an example of this in my relic farm video when I'm talking about the Kuva relics. So if you do want to see a demo of that, just check my relics video, which can be found in my Warframe guide playlist. And I do have an example in there of shooting the Kuva clouds, if you are unfamiliar with completing these Kuva missions. And then for the dailies, we have complete a mission with only a primary weapon equipped, pretty easy. We've got visit a featured dojo. You just go to the dojo node on the star chart, and just any featured dojo, there's a lot of them. And then we've got place a decoration in your orbiter. This is the easiest points you will ever earn in your whole life. Just pick any item and place it in your orbiter. And then in the store this week, as always, there's the Vobin parts, the Arcan items, the Nightane, the Kuva, and then here's Weeblat. So if you need any of those items, you know they're always there. Moving on, we've got the Zaku Kintsu helmet. Now this is actually one of my favorite helmets for Zaku. I like this look on them. And then we've got the Banshee Reverb helmet. Personally, I'm just not a fan of it, but if you like it and it works for you, that's great. And then we've got a Lens Solstice skin blueprint if you enjoy playing with this weapon. We've got a Gram Solstice skin blueprint if you enjoy this weapon. If my character would like to rotate in the next 10 years. There we go. We've got an Excalibur Mordred helmet. I mean, it looks, I don't know if this is a squished one, but either way, this is a pretty low profile helmet, not a fan. We've got Enter Nihila's Weeblat if you never completed this and you would like to do so. We've got the Nidus Prion helmet. It's weird, it's infested, there it is. Yeah. We've got a Sight 9 Esprocor helmet, which gives him this little military style beret. So if you like this helmet, there it is. We've got an Oberon Mark IV helmet, which is another of the Woodland Critter helmets for him. We've got a Protea Telema helmet, it's one of my personal favorites. We have a Chroma Track helmet. It's an average Chroma helmet, it could be worse. There is a Mirage Crivelin helmet. Not really a fan. There is a Sephigoth Lucifuge helmet. It's an okay helmet, I think. Kind of gives him an eye patch. Yeah, this is more like an eye patch. We've got the Trade Ariel helmet. I think this is a pretty cool helmet. We've got the Volt Pulse helmet. I think this goes in my list of top 10 most hated helmets. This is just, nope, I cannot. We've got the Banshee Chorus helmet. I think this is actually a pretty okay helmet. We've got the Kume Orahim helmet. I think this is an okay helmet because she doesn't have a whole lot of options. Anyway, I think this is like literally her only alternate. So I think this is okay. And then we've got the Mesa Longhorn helmet. This is terrible and I cannot. We've got the Styanax Agagian helmet. I'm not a fan of the face on this, honestly. We've got the Excalibur Pendragon helmet. I don't know. I guess it's okay. It could be worse. We've got a Revenant Vanya helmet. I think this is an okay helmet. We've got the Ash Locust helmet. It's okay. We've got a Trinity Meridian helmet. I think this is a good helmet. I used this before I got the Prime version. We've got the Volt Storm helmet. Eek. I cannot with this helmet either. We've got a Lavos Cordatus helmet. Lavos doesn't have a lot of options, so if you don't have the Prime, and in my opinion the Prime is the best looking one, but if you don't, you're really stuck between this or the basic. There's a Hydroid Ketos helmet. I think this helmet is ugly, and I cannot. We've got an Inaros Canopic helmet. Kinda zombie-ish teeth going on there. We've got the Ancient Fairy K-Drive, if you have never collected this. We've got a Gara Virago helmet. It's an average Gara helmet. There is an Ember Backdraft helmet. I mean, I'm not really a fan of it, but you know, there's worse options out there. We have a Wolf of Saturn 6 glyph with the dark background. There's a Mirage Harlequin helmet, and I think this is a good helmet. This is a lot better than that other option in the store this week. And then in terms of the mods, we've got Volatile Variant for the Sporothics. We've got Rifle Lamp, which is rifle damage up. It's not a bad option. We've got Rejuvenation. It's okay, there's better ones, but you know, it's not terrible. We've got Sprint Boost. I definitely advise everyone pick this aura up. You can put this on like Bolt, you can put this on Goss, Sneza for extra sprint speed. Shield Disruption, not useful, but you know, it's there for collection. We've got Efficient Beams for the Convectrix. We've got Exposing Harpoons for the Harpack. There is Range Advantage for the Akshagara. There's a Corrosive Protection aura. I definitely recommend that you get this. This is a very commonly used one. This makes ability Warframes that are ability heavy hit even harder. And I mean, I honestly recommend this. And then we've got Eximus Advantage for the Xylock. I don't really think this is the most useful because it's literally just headshots on Eximus only. We've got Sniper Scavenger, not the most useful. Steel Charge, this one's really useful. I recommend everybody get it. Melee damage. It's the counterpart to the Rifle Lamp. So if you're playing a weapon heavy build, those two are really okay. We've got Infested Impedance. Not really useful, but it's there. We've got Loot Detector. This isn't a bad aura if you don't have any other options, or if for some reason you're not running the extra detection range on your companion. Then we've got a Drinlock Desert Camo Skin, a Tonkor Desert Camo Skin. We've got an Atarax Desert Camo Skin, if my character would like to rotate in the next 10 years. We've got a dual Zorn Dagger Axe skin. We have a Glassmaker Sigil. There's a Contrathermal Companion glyph that ironically looks like the Firefox symbol. We've got an Emissary Emblem. There is a Noranite glyph pack. There is an Aura Worm's Rage Sigil. We've got a Plink's Shock Camo skin, a Nightwave sigil, a Falcor Shock Camo skin. We've got the Saturn 6 Cyandana available this week. If you missed the season when this armor set was around, these pieces have been cycling through the shop for this entire season. We've got a Wolf Beacon if you'd like to encounter the wolf. We have a Hero of Duviri display. We have a Dark Sword blueprint if you have not acquired this weapon and would like to do so. We have a Glassmaker ornament. We have a Noggle statue of the wolf. We've got Ambush Optics, which is minus zoom on the Rubico. We have Focused Acceleration for the Tetra. And then we've got Singularity for Nyx. And that's what we have in the store this week. And that's it for this week's Nightwave Reset video. I'd like to remind everybody that Dog Days will be ending. It's either sometime tomorrow night or Tuesday morning, so make sure that if you have any Dog Days farming, you are finishing it up tomorrow, today, one of those things. If you did not do the Weekend Dog Days alert, there is an alert for additional Hawk Pearls, which can be found under the Alerts tab as opposed to just the Event tab. And that's everything. So everyone have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.